Why, hello everyone, I'm Matthew Kronberger. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, for those of you that like to make YouTube videos, I got something for you. For anyone that's just starting off making YouTube videos or just videos for yourself or of your family or whatever, here's something really freaking cool. And I mean cool. You should try the RadioShack tie microphone with the handheld Zoom audio recorder. These two things right here are amazing and they give you a fantastic broadcast audio. Well, I got a few things that I'm going to be covering in this video, so just be patient with me and I'll see what I can do here. This is a whole new project for YouTube, but I just thought, you know, I've seen some videos on YouTube with the RadioShack tie microphone with this H1 Zoom audio recorder, so I'm going to make one too. Well, let's see what to start off with. You can't really see the tie microphone because it's pinned on my shirt and it's probably blending in with my black shirt, but the cord is running in underneath my shirt and coming out the bottom of my shirt, so then it's plugged in to the H1 Zoom audio recorder. This recorder is really cool just by itself because it's got two microphones on the top, and then you can adjust your volume, and it's got its own like volume indicator here to tell you where you should be at as far as volume. You know, if you go lower than 50, your audio recording is going to be a lot quieter. But if you go about 75 or so, that seems to work for me. Then I'm not clipping out. And I guess it all depends on how loud. I think at about 75% here, you could actually talk just with your normal voice. But it's got all kinds of, it's got a headset, it's got volume, it's got input volume just for the microphone on the top. These recorders tend to pick up a lot of wind if you're recording outside, and you'll probably notice that with some of my other videos where I've had to kind of switch back and forth from my other camera off the audio. But this audio right here, you can replace the audio that's on your camera, and this audio recorder actually captures the audio more intensely, so it's going to make it sound better and make it sound more professional. With the tie microphone and the Zoom audio recorder, you're getting a good broadcast level of audio. So also on the back of your Zoom recorder, you got a low cut and an audio level and a AEC format. And usually it's best to have that on MPEG-3. And then I've discovered something. If you have your low cut, I accidentally bumped the switch and turned it on. If you have your low cut, the volume's going to cut in and out. I noticed that till I looked at it and I was like, well, I think my low cut's got to be off, and if that's off, you're going to capture more low end for your projects too. It's going to make it sound a lot better. And the audio level, I just leave that off. I haven't had the time to mess with it yet. But there's all kinds of things you can do with this handheld Zoom audio recorder. That's what it's called, the Zoom H1 hand recorder. If you guys want to purchase one of these, I definitely would recommend eBay. eBay is the cheapest. And usually these go about between 50 to 100 bucks. But honestly, it's worth it because they come with a card with like almost 20 hours on it of recording. So, and I managed to almost fill this up completely. So so then you can go and clear your card, and you can name your files right on the card when you load it on your computer. It's surprisingly, it's USB. The newer ones now, the different models might be an HDMI, but this hooks up to USB to Windows 7 and whatever other computer you have. Also, it comes with a card too, a special audio card, and I don't know what far quality as the card is, but overall what I have is really decent because the card came with the camera, came with the audio recorder. I got that mixed up there. Yeah, what am I going to do? Just keep going. But yeah, and you can also, it's got a little thing on the back here. You can also put it on a tripod stand, or else you could just hold it and pretty much interview interview the person that you want. I really like this handheld recorder for interviewing people because it seems like I can just hold it and I can hit record on my camera and I can just hold it and interview the person I need to interview. And also, this requires one AA battery. I also recommend using rechargeable batteries because they're going to last a lot longer. And this is a low power device. It's not something that just sucks the battery dry, depending on if you're using crappy batteries, like I think Dollar Tree. It's got some like really crappy batteries, or Big Lots. You want to use a good name brand battery, or even a rechargeable battery, because that's what I use. So then you can recharge them, and they can hold a lot more power and last a lot longer for your projects. So, and let's see what else does it have. I think you can also buy some kind of a protector thing to put on the top of the microphones, and that'll kind of help block the wind, like a wind resistant. But this does pick up a lot of wind if you're outside, so it does capture audio from a ways. I mean, at least several feet in front of you, like in a big open wide room. So yeah, it's a great tool to have. I mean, it really makes your YouTube videos come to life. I mean, any video. And then now that I'm using the Thai microphone, I'm going to do two different examples of the audio here. Right now, I want to do this. I'm going to switch from my Thai microphone to the audio on my camera. So now you can tell, do you notice the difference there? Does the audio sound different? Does it sound like it's picking it up from a farther distance? Well, that's what it does. To edit your Thai microphone audio into your video I would recommend Sony Vegas Movie Studio version 11. That gives you a timeline, and you have to be patient with it because it does take a while to match up your audio. You have to drag your Thai microphone audio over the audio off your camera. You got to match them up together, and that can be tricky. But there's a little trick to that too to make it a little easier. Is there's a bar right below in Sony Vegas. You can stretch out your timeline. I recommend stretching your audio out a ways, or stretch out the whole entire project of what you're working on, and then it gives you a little more control of the timeline in your audio. Then you can match your audio better. And usually you just take the mouse cursor and just click on your audio and drag it, and then you can kind of see the audio where the recording lines are. That can also help you match up your audio as well. So yeah, so you definitely can tell a major difference between the Thai microphone and the audio off my camera. So now I'm going to switch back to my Thai microphone and talk a little bit more about that. The RadioShack Thai microphone, I'm not kidding, will bring your projects to life, your video projects. You can't really see the Thai microphone because it's clipped on my shirt, and usually this is where you'd want to put it. It's a Thai microphone, but it pretty much will work on any shirt, as long as you can put it on and make sure that the microphone is facing up towards your face. Sometimes the microphone will tip upside down when you don't even know it, and then it'll kind of tip on its side or be upside down, and then you have to manually adjust it. But it's got its own little pins, so you just pin it on your shirt. It doesn't do any damage whatsoever to your clothes. Then you just run the cord underneath your shirt, and then I have it coming out the bottom of my shirt into the hand zoom audio recorder. So now the RadioShack Thai microphone actually gives you, it says on the back here, I have the box here. Definitely recommend keep the box, and it also comes with instructions, and it tells you what kind of batteries you can get. Batteries are about just a few bucks or so to replace, but I've already used this Thai microphone quite a bit, and I have not so far have had to replace the battery. So it is a low drain microphone, but you get all kinds of stuff here with the RadioShack Thai microphone. You probably can't see this very well, but it has a English side and a Spanish side. There's some good instructions to know I think I had that upside down. In fact, I know I did. I had it upside down. But anyway, this came with the RadioShack Time microphone, and you can pretty much just read it, and it tells you a lot about it here, and what things you can do with it. So, yeah, there's an English side and a Spanish side. So, yeah, so it's helpful. It'll tell you exactly what's replacement battery you need. It doesn't hurt to pick up a couple spare batteries for if you're out doing your projects, and if a battery goes out, you can manually you can switch it out real quick. Also, it's a good idea to keep the box too, because there's a lot of information in the box here. I'm not going to go into all this because this video is going to get a lot longer than I planned, but you can also go and manually read the box, and it'll tell you there's a lot of the there's not so much for settings just on the Time microphone other than just the off-on switch, but it just tells you a little bit of some of the things that you can actually do with it or what it can provide. The battery is let's see, for the replacement battery, it's an LR44 battery. So it's like a round battery, about this, half the size of a dime. So, I mean, I'm not kidding. I've already used this RadioShack Time microphone, the Zoom audio recorder for my projects. It's making my videos a lot better, and it'll do the same for you as well, for those of you that are watching. If I'm getting anybody to watch. Sometimes my videos take a while to get some views. But here's something else you can do. Not everybody has this. I don't have it out right now. But with the headphone out on your Zoom H1 hand recorder, you can also plug that in to a headphone amplifier to where you can manually, if you're doing audio recording, you can manually have up to 4 people listen at once. If you use the Behringer, I think it's like the AQ, well, it's a headset. It's a 4-channel headset amplifier, and I have one of those. It's actually a really small box, but I've used that to record some projects out at the National Weather Service office. So, and I have a big project coming up here real soon, or that I'm in the process of right now, and that'll be coming soon to YouTube. So stay tuned for that with my YouTube channel here. But this does give you the option to hook it up to a headset amplifier to where multiple people can listen to it, or you can also listen to the recording yourself, the audio recording, to make sure that you're capturing that good audio in case if the battery starts to go out, and you can catch it right away, and you'll be able to pop in a new battery. But otherwise, like I said, if you're looking for a RadioShack Time microphone, buy one on eBay because that's the cheapest. If you still have a RadioShack in your town or Best Buy, don't even go to those places because they're just... I totally got ripped off when I bought this from RadioShack. Normal RadioShack charges about $35 to $40. You can get them on eBay. Sometimes you can get 2 of them for like under $10. So that's like an amazing good deal. And they're not... It's not a cheap microphone either, and the audio recorder is not a cheap thing either. It's actually a very decent quality, and it does, like I said, it does bring your quality of your videos to life. It makes your videos better. It just makes the whole process, it just makes it all worthwhile. And of course, I probably would think with the Time microphone and the hand audio recorder, this is probably more for beginners like me, because a lot of us can't afford to go out and buy the expensive $2,000, $5,000 cameras and the $1,000 recording devices to make our projects better. Or if you get paid to have your YouTube channel, you get like 1 million or a couple of million views all around the world from a YouTube video. I'd probably say what I have here is probably more for beginners. And also, if you guys are looking for more information, there are lots of other videos on YouTube of the Zoom H1 handheld recorder with the RadioShack Time microphone. So definitely check those other videos out because there's also some good information out there that I'm not, well, I think I've covered some of it, but there might be something that I missed, so you might find in someone else's video. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, this is just a fantastic tool to have. It's gonna bring your videos and projects to life like you wouldn't believe. I mean, it has to mine, and I'm very impressed. I mean, it actually says on the box that it gives you broadcast quality. So, and I'm more than satisfied with this. I mean, it works out okay. It's small, so it doesn't take up much room. And here's another good advice. Now, this is something different. On your camcorders, when you are working with your camcorders, it's best to, I've recently learned some things about exposure and white balance. You want to adjust your exposure and white balance to make sure that you're getting both colors clear on the both side of your face, so you're not having dark on one side and light on another, and also just your focusing as well, so then they'll also give you a better quality as far as your video. So, and how I figured out is if I just adjust just the brightness, turn the brightness down just a little bit and increase the contrast, I get a nice, sharp, clear picture. And even add a little sharpness to it too. So it just overall, Sony Vegas is like the best, I think is the best movie studio to use for your project. You can buy those as well on eBay. They range in prices depending on the seller, but also with the Zoom H1 recorder. If those of you are planning on buying stuff on eBay, I probably would recommend buying it new, where unopened, where in case you got it used, you might be damaged or something, because some people just don't know how to take care of their stuff. And it's also, this is very, I'd recommend putting this in a small little baggie, not a plastic bag, but like a little, just a little zippered compartment type bag or something, like a little padded bag, just so when you are out and about, or like me, I got a scooter and a bike, so I don't. If you're walking or whatever, or when you're not using this, probably best way to protect it is to put it somewhere in a bag where it's not going to get dusty, so then dust won't get into the microphones and ruin it. But otherwise, I've had this for about 2 or 3 years now, and I love it. So, and the Time microphone I just got in January. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching and being patient with me. I hope this video helps you guys with the handheld Zoom H1 hand recorder and with the RadioShack Time microphone. So, and good luck to everyone with all your projects. And like I said, this is a big step up for me, but it'll be a big step up for you guys as well, that are just starting off with your video. And also, you don't have to go out and spend hundreds to thousands of dollars for stuff like this. I mean, to get this kind of broadcast quality. So thank you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thanks, and good luck.